So we are today dealing with the topic is lymphedema. Do you know, anybody knows anything about a lymphatic system or lymph?
Please share your answers on chat box, or otherwise you can unmute and start speaking.
Okay. The lymph is nothing but it is a tissue fluid, that is interstitial fluid that enters into the lymphatic vessels. This is called as lymph fluid. The lymph has some functions in our body. Do you know any functions of lymphatic system? Many functions are there. Reabsorb excess interstitial fluid from our body by overloading that into the body. Then next is transport of dietary lipids. And main function is immune response and lymphocyte development. Immune response means any inflammatory reaction present in our body, it will increases the lymphocyte count. So that is called as lymphocyte development in the immune response. And did you know that what is the picture shows? Everybody knows what is this? No, lymphatic channel. This is not lymphatic channel. Okay, this is a systemic circulation in our body. In cardiac, in the cardiac system, we have to start with the circulation. So this is the main function happens in our body. All the nurses knows this is the systemic circulation. It means the impure blood collected from our body, from upper part and lower part by superior and inferior vena cavas, it enters into the right atrium and it enters into right ventricle, and this impure blood collected by the pulmonary arteries into the lungs. From there, purification process, that is oxygenation, happens in the lungs, and after the purification process, purified blood, that is oxygenated blood, comes into the pulmonary veins. That is the only one vein carries the oxygenated blood. Actually, all arteries are carries the oxygenated blood. In case of pulmonary vein, this is the one of the vein carries the oxygenated blood into the left atrium. From there, it enters into the left ventricle and it goes through the aorta to the different part of our body. This is the this complicated circulation shows. This is the fluid formation, that is where the lymph fluid originate from. That is, whenever the venous system and arterial system communicate each other, that time some sort of fluid will be oozing out through the this space. This is carried out by the blend-ended capillaries. This is called as lymph capillaries. These are the blend-ended capillaries. This carries the oozing out part of fluid and it circulates throughout the body, and again it enters into the venous system. This is the anatomy of lymphatic system. The lymphatic system located all over the body, mainly concentrated more in the joints like axillary region, inguinal region, and abdominal region, and cervical region, like that. Did you know this kind of patients? Anybody seen this type of patients? What is this condition? Lymphedema. Okay. Why this happens? What is the cause of lymphedema? Okay, lymphedema. This is the condition that lymphedema. Definition is the swelling of interstitial tissue as a result of lymph drainage failure when capillary filtration is normal. Whenever the capillary filtration happens in the body, but there is a drainage failure of the lymphatic fluid. So that will happen, the swelling of that part, it will cause the lymphedema.
Sister, we have some chats. They say that due to decompression, block in lymphatic vessels, any mastectomy cases, tissue perfusion problem,
Okay.
agiuliform.
These are the causes of lymphedema. Next, we are going to the classification. There are two types of there, primary and secondary. Primary means the birth itself, the baby has some anomalies in the lymphatic system. That is congenital lymphatic dysplasia. Then secondary means anatomical obliteration of lymphatic system in the lifetime. This is the secondary. In secondary, there are two types. That is malignant and non-malignant. Malignant, all of you know, that is anything related to malignancy. Primary means lymphomas occurs in the lymph nodes, and secondary means any primary cancers occur in any body parts. It will secondary report in the surrounding lymph nodes. That is the secondary reoccurrence. Non-malignant means anything related to trauma due to any road traffic accident, any burns, it will affect the lymphatic system. It will cause the lymph drainage failure. Then next is infection. That is nothing but cellulitis. And the next is iatrogenic. Iatrogenic means this anything related to the treatment. That is mastectomy is there now. After mastectomy, the surrounding lymph nodes also removed after the surgery because of further reoccurrence of the surrounding lymph nodes. And radiotherapy. After the radiotherapy also, the surrounding lymph nodes also, they affected the radiation. In lymphedema patient, there are some implications. It may be affect the patient physically as well as psychologically. So in physical implications, maybe due to no cure. Once develop the lymphedema, it may be we can't cure the lymphedema. We can reduce the edema size and further development of the edema, and long-term management is needed for the lymphedema patient. It may cause discomfort and pain in some patients. Discomfort is there, but pain is some sort of patient will be reported the pain. And impaired mobility. Impaired mobility is nothing but due to the heaviness of the limb, it will cause the impaired mobility and loss of function of that affected area. The skin changes noted in the lymphedema patient is first skin shows this is like a orange peel. This is the first stage of edema. Orange peel skin will be there. That is the main skin change in the lymphedema patient. And Gradually, this orange skin will be changes into the deep creases. Then the third picture shows deep creases and thick and hard skin. Next, first implication we already said the physical implications. In next gone through psychosocial implications. First one is body image. If the patient with a huge edema in the leg or hands, it will affect the body image of that person and function and work. With this heaviness, they can't do any function or work properly. Stigma. Social stigma will be there. How to face others in a function or social service. And remainder of disease. Somebody says that actually the primary will be in a breast. After 2 years or after the surgery, the edema will be starting. That time they will think that it will be the remainder of previous disease condition. And anxiety and depression may be due to the body image disturbance and function and work and stigma. And financial constraints may be due to the management tools of the lymphedema. That is the very costly bandaging and sleeves will be there. So financial constraints also present. This the psychosocial implications. And how to diagnose the lymphedema. If a patient is coming with a huge edema, we have to take the proper history. So in history collection, we have to identify unknown cause, because if a patient is reporting us without any reason or suddenly I develop this edema, means we have to go through this. It is lymphedema or any other reason. And next one is disease or trauma. Previous history of any disease like CA breast or not, and trauma, any burns or accidents like that, and also anything related to treatment, because if the patient is having previous history of mastectomy or any radiation history, so we have to collect the detailed history. And after the history collection, we have to do the clinical examination of the patient. In patient with the stage first edema, the lymphedema has different stages: first stage, second stage, and third stage. In the patient is in first stage, the pitting edema will be there. How to identify the pitting and non-pitting means, in pitting edema, we have to give a gentle pressure on the swollen tissue. Pitting edema of stage first lymphedema we have to see. Like the second picture, our finger marking will be in the swollen limb. The soft, also the edema is soft. In second stage, the tissue have become fibrotic. That is nothing but hardened. And the tissues are no longer soft. Rather than the first stage, the tissue will be hardened. And third stage, the tissues are considerably hardened, and treatment may be able to prevent the swelling from becoming worse. However, it cannot reverse the damage that already occurred. That is, that the second stage, the harden will be increases in the third stage, and also the deep creases will be increases in the stage 3. And another one is Sturm-Lützi. We have to perform this Sturm-Lützi test in the lower limb edemas. Actually, normally we can pinch the second toe skin easily to the upward, but in lymphedema patient, we can't pinch the second toe skin easily. That is called a Sturm-Lützi. The Sturm-Lützi is a thickened fold of skin at the base of the second toe or second finger in the lower limb that cannot do gentle pinch and lifted. We can easily practice this in our own limbs. Next, we are going to measurement. For what purpose we are doing measurement means we have to identify our treatment is working or not. Once we started the management, before we are doing management, we have to take the measurement of the affected and non-affected limbs. After the management also, we have to perform same way of measurement. And first step in measurement is comfortable position with the arm supported on the table. And we have to start from the head of ulna 2 centimeter above point. That is, we have to identify the head of ulna first and note the point 2 centimeter above from the head of ulna from every 4 centimeter from each points. We have to perform measurement for both arms. Next, go through management for the lymphedema. For a patient with lymphedema, what are the management we have to do for that patient? Anybody?
Limb elevations,
Yes,
great
Sister
bandage
Parvati.
applications, then avoid the injury to the affected limb.
Okay. Limb elevation is good, but in lymphedema patient it is not working in other kind of edemas like this. So we have to do the massaging and bandaging is main management for lymphedema, and also exercises. Then lymph elevation means if any disturbance in the lymph drainage, if the lymph elevation is given means there is no use for the lymph drainage. So that is not working in lymphedema patient. But in venous edemas and lymph elevation is better option. Yeah, pre-bandage application is the main management. Okay. First, there are 4 principles for lymphedema management. First one is skin care. Second one is massaging. Third one is bandaging. Fourth one is exercise. First, skin care. For what purpose we are doing skin care means we have to avoid infection to the affected lymphedema part. That is the main reason for the skin care and avoid the injury. First one is skin care. Dry skin. It may cause, if the patient is with dry skin, it can easily injure. So we have to moist the skin, the part. So apply the oil or moisturizer cream to the affected part. Wash the area regularly. The cleanliness is the main in the skin care, and meticulous dyeing between the digits. It is the main important in the skin care. Meticulous dyeing between the digits, because in between the digits the moist part is there, so it will cause the fungal infection. So it will be meticulous drying between the digits is very important for the lymphedema patient. If once the fungal infection occurred, it will cause the lymphoria from that area. Next, avoid injections, venipuncture, because if any prick happens in the lymphedema area, it will cause the lymphoria, means the oozing of fluid from the lymphedema hand, and also it will cause the entry of microorganism that will cause the infection to the area. So avoid injection for venipuncture. If we do any injection or venipuncture to the lymphedema hand, we have to give a portal of entry of microorganism. So we have to clear out that. Avoid waxing and razors. It is also due to the avoiding injury, and avoid blood pressure cuffs or in the affected hand, and avoid injury. And we are doing next step is simple lymphatic massage. There are in massaging there are two types: simple lymphatic massage and manual lymphatic massaging. In simple lymphatic massaging, stimulate contractions of superficial skin lymphatic, because the lymph vessels are concentrated in the superficial layer of skin. So simple massage is enough for the patient. So stimulate the simple contractions, and stimulates contractions of superficial skin is enough for the lymphatic drainage. Help move from the congested to non-congested area. Actually, simple lymphatic massage, we have to teach any of the caregiver of the patient. From house itself, they can perform the massage. This is the simple lymphatic massage. In manual lymphatic massage is there, that is performed by a trained person like nurses or doctors, physiotherapists, like that. So manual lymphatic drainage, there are certain steps are there. In manual lymphatic drainage, we start with the deep diaphragmatic breathing, because deep diaphragmatic breathing will help to stimulate the abdominal lymph nodes. So we have to stimulate the abdominal lymph nodes by deep diaphragmatic breathing exercises. And second one is stimulate the unaffected node. That is, if a patient with the left side lymphedema, we have to stimulate the unaffected node, means right side lymph node is, right side axillary lymph node is first we have to stimulate, and massage from distal to proximal. Actually, everybody will be massaging from proximal to distal areas of lymph. So, in manual lymphatic drainage or massaging, we have to massage from distal to proximal part. And also, we have to careful about, we have to clear first congested area first, then only we have to do non-congested area. Then use gentle pressure for the massaging, because the lymphatic vessels are located in superficially. So gentle pressure is enough. And also we have to do very much pressure to the area. It will cause the increase in the capillary filtration, and it will cause more edema in that area. So gentle pressure is enough for the lymphatic massage. Next, we are going to bandaging. Afterwards, I will show the as procedure wise. Bandaging is a procedure we have to do afterwards. And next is exercise. For what purpose we are doing exercise means, actually we do the massaging, that is drain the fluid from the congested area, and again we have to do the bandaging. It will help to drain the fluid. After bandaging, we have to do the exercise. It will increase the drainage of the fluid inside with the bandage. For exercise, it will be gentle and regular, and we have to do slowly and regular basis. And wearing compression sleeve. If the patient is not having bandaging, then we have to give compression sleeve for the patients. After that, after wearing compression sleeve, we have to do the exercises. And what is the motive of exercise means? To prevent the stiffness of the affected area and encourage the normal activity of the patient. And we have to educate the range of motion exercise. It can be passive or active. If the with the help of anybody, they have to perform the exercise, and also they can do their own level. And next is one of the complication of lymphedema is lymphoria. What is lymphoria means? It is as a result of trauma of the swollen limb, the oozing of fluid from the site. It will cause us lymphoria. And treatment is, and we have to do the non-adherent dressing to the leakage area and pressure bandage. If we are doing pressure bandage means this pressure will apply in the trauma site. It will stop the lymph drainage. So it will stop the flow of lymph fluid. So pressure bandage is the main management of lymphoria. Next one is cellulitis. This is also one of the complication. What is the difference between cellulitis and lymphedema means? Cellulitis is an inflammation. So the signs of inflammation will be there in the cellulitis area. All of you know the inflammation signs. First one is pain. Severe pain will be there. Second one is redness. Yeah, redness. Then rising temperature will be there. This is a severe inflammation of that area. So consult the doctor immediately and stop massage and compression and exercise. If we are continues the massaging and compression, it will increase the pain and discomfort. So first line treatment is we can start with the oral antibiotics. The cellulitis is worsened. We have to start the IV antibiotics, and for pain we have to start the analgesics and give proper rest for the patient. If a patient is with severe pain, the lymphedema is in that patient means we have to give pain medication before 1 hour before doing massaging and bandaging. So it will decrease the pain. Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Do you have any questions? You can unmute and ask. Otherwise, please put in our chat box. Sister, there was one more question. In lymphedema, patient should encourage oral fluids.
According to their need, there is no restriction for lymphedema patients in oral fluids. As normally they can take the fluids.
There was one more question from Sister Asmita. Compression and massaging is only treatment for lymphedema.
Actually, we are practicing these two: compression, massaging, and exercising. In RCC, and they are doing for massaging. Compression devices are there. For compression devices, instead of compression devices, we are using manual massaging. Yeah, the type of massaging I will explain in during the bandaging time. Actually, we are doing only one time in every day. That is very discomfort for the patient in first time, and also we have to perform the lymphedema management, that is bandaging and massaging in OD basis once daily. In night and all, we have some patient will be remove the bandaging for achieving proper sleep. So we have to advise them to do the bandaging and massaging in the morning time, and you can remove the bandaging at night time if the patient is discomfort.
There is one more question from Mr. Harishankar. Posting also very important. Posting or positioning? Positioning also very important. When do elevate? When do elevation, it reduces venous hypertension and the drainage of lymph system. Okay, and one more. Any restriction is there food item? That is question from Ramaji.
No restriction for foods.
Any more question or suggestion? Thank you, Asmita. Thank you, Harishankar. Thank you, Ramaji. One more question from Deekshita.
We are not practicing this magnesium sulfate dressing here for lymphedema patients. The bandaging?
Ramaji Vijay, did you mean the bandaging? How many times we can do the dressing? Sister Ramaji Vijay. And one more question from Deekshita Thapa. Could you please explain again why lymph elevation is not so effective?
Okay, I already told that the lymph drainage failure is maybe due to the lymphatic system obliteration. There is any compression we have to do means it will pull the fluid to the that area, but we have to do the only elevation means there is no pulling effect for the part. So we are not using the elevation here. That's why I told if any suggestion means we have to practice that. Means Ramaji asked the dressing for a day. How many times we have to do the dressing? Actually, we are doing the bandaging only one time for the day. If the patient is tolerating, means we can do once more.
And one more question from Sister Faustina. Elevating tie swollen part on a pillow when sleeping and on a stool when sitting is equally effective. That's a suggestion. Okay, thank you, Faustina.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Any more questions, any suggestions? I think if you have no questions or suggestion, we can go for a live demonstration of bandaging. And Sister Sharon also with us. So we can go for demonstration.
Massaging and bandaging. Here we are doing the massaging and bandaging. Before doing the procedure, we have to explain the procedure to the patient. What are we are doing for that this time? So first we have to check the affected limb for any lymphoria or redness and any other symptoms of cellulitis or lymphoria. After that, we have to do the measurement. For measurement taking, we have to take the measurement tape and identify the head of ulna. This is the head of ulna and 2 centimeter from the head of ulna. That is, this is the head of ulna from here to 2 centimeter. And mark the point. Use soft tip pens for the marking, and this will cause the lymphoria or pricking the skin. So from this point, every 4 centimeters up to the shoulder. This way we have to continue that like 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter up to the shoulder, and take the circumference of the each and every point and noted in the measurement chart. This is the measurement chart. Here will be the day and right. This is the right affected. We have to take the measurement 2 centimeter point circumference. Again 4 centimeter. Every 4 centimeters up to the shoulder. Then left is unaffected hands. By the same way, we have to take the measurement and noted in this column. And we have to take the measurement within 2 to 3 days interval. After taking measurement, we have to take the moisturizing cream. That is Biolin or Vaseline like is there. So we have to do the massaging. Before massaging, we have to do the stimulation. We have to stimulate the surrounding lymph nodes. For I already take that we have to start with the deep diaphragmatic exercises like pranayama. Like that, we have to do the deep diaphragmatic exercises, and stimulation is start with the lymph node in the behind the earlobe. That is here. Behind the earlobe, here will be the lymph nodes are there. So we have to use clockwise or anti-clockwise movements for the stimulation. Simple touch is enough for the stimulating the lymph nodes. First one is behind the earlobe. Next is tonsillar area. Here will be there that both tonsillar areas. Here also clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Then supraclavicular, that is above the clavicle bone. The clavicle bone is here, supraclavicular. This area will be there. Then next is unaffected axilla. This is the affected hand. So we have to do the unaffected axilla. These are 4 points we have to do in the upper limb edemas. In lower limb edemas, we have to do the inguinal lymph nodes also, along with these 4 lymph nodes. That is behind the earlobe, second one in tonsillar area, third one the supraclavicular area, fourth one unaffected axilla first, then affected axilla. In case of lower limb edemas, we have to do these 4 stimulations, and along with that, we have to do the inguinal region lymph nodes also do the stimulation. While doing stimulation, use the moisturizing cream for the stimulation purpose. Next, we have to do for the massaging. In massaging, if a patient with symmetrical edema, because that is the edema is symmetrical from shoulder to here, means we have to use simple same way massaging. If a patient is with more congestion in these upper areas and in lower areas there is a little bit edema is there, means we have to do the massaging here, the congested area first. Then only we have to do the non-congested area. Because if the congested area is here, means we have to we start with the massaging from here. It will accumulate the fluid in the congested area again. So it will cause the more edema in the congested area, and this will accumulate in here only. So we have to clear out the congested area first. That is like this. We have to do the massaging. Then only we have to do the distal part. First, in fingers, if the patient is with the first stage edema, first stage is nothing but pitting edema will be there. In case, we have to use these light movements, strokes, like this, with the moisturizing cream. If the patient is having hardened stage 3 edemas, we have to use squeezing movements. Once we have to soften the edema, then only use the strokes. Remember that if the patient is having third stage hardened edema, use squeezing movements for soften the edema like this. Then only we have to do the, once it becomes softened, we can use long strokes. These are the massaging for fingers. And this. In case of palm, if the patient is having hardened edema, means here we have to use the clockwise direction massaging. Simple rotation movements like this. Once it becomes softened, we have to use the long strokes like this. If we start from the massaging from here, it will be stopped in back of the abdomen and here in unaffected axilla and in the abdomen. These 3 directions we have to do the massaging. Don't stop then and there. If we stop here, means the fluid collected from here, it will accumulate in the this area. So we have to start from here, means stop at the end. So otherwise it will cause the more edema in the stopped area. So remember that. In hardened edemas, like rotation movements is there like this and long strokes. And next one is bandaging. Before applying, if the patient is having lymphedema first time, if a patient is coming to our side in first time, means we have to first do the massaging for 3 days. If the patient is tolerating means we have to start the bandaging after 3 days. So before starting bandaging, first we have to apply the gauze padding to the hand. If some patient will be having allergy to the creep bandage. So for avoiding the allergic effect, we have to apply the gauze padding to the affected area. Actually, we are available the different type of creep bandages. In 6 centimeter bandage is there, 8 centimeter and 10 centimeter bandage is there. And for finger bandaging, we have to take the 6 centimeter bandage and fold it in half. So it will be used for finger bandaging like this. This is the 6 centimeter bandage. This will be folding into two and it will for finger bandaging. So we have to hold the bandage like this and first apply in the wrist. We have to start the bandaging from the wrist area. So first we have to place the bandage in the wrist and go to the thumb. According to the patient comfort, we have to sometimes some left-handed person means it will be come first in the little fingers. So there is no problem for that. So then again goes into this and again to the while applying bandages, we have to avoid to wrap the finger nail buds because if the bandage is too tight means it will shows the indication like cyanosis. So avoid the fingertips. After bandaging, use the micropores or paper plasters for fixing. Don't use the clips available with these bandages for the lymphedema bandaging because the clips will be cause the damage to the skin by placing the bandage. So don't use the clips for fixing the bandage. Use the micropores or paper plasters. This is the finger bandage. After finishing bandage, this will be like this layers. Two layers will be there. The under one of the layer is there present and upper part this like and the palm will be visible. This is the padding is there. After no bandage will be here in the palms. This is the correct way of bandaging. In this part, we have to first 3 days. I already said that first 3 days only massaging, and fourth day we have to start with the bandaging. In first time we have to start with the spiral bandaging. 3/4 of the first bandage will be covered by second one, like this. In the knee area, in the elbow area or knee area, we have to use the figure of 8 bandage. So all of you know that figure of 8 is very easy to move. It also tight also. From here, here to here, we have to do the simple bandaging for first time bandaging. If once the patient is tolerating this bandaging means we have to do the figure of 8 bandage for whole hand, because the figure of 8 will cause more pressure than this simple bandage. We had to practice in here only. We have to apply how to apply the figure of 8. Figure of 8 also started from here only. One bandage up and next one down. Then again like up and down method will be here. Up to the shoulder, we have to perform like this way. This is the correct way of figure of 8. This crossing will be in same line. Exercise is given for one for the fingers, one for the elbow, one for the shoulder. Like that we have to perform. Because it is very difficulty to do the exercise for the lymphedema patients with this huge edema plus this bandaging. The weight of bandage is very high. So they can't do the exercise more at a time. So fingers we have to do like this. And use the physio board squeezing. And wrist is like flexion and extension like this. And elbows flexion and extension. And shoulders also extension. And if the patient is possible means we can do the internal rotation like this. So all of you understand the how to perform the massaging and bandaging. Any doubt means you can ask.
So once that edema has happened, then only we do the massaging or otherwise?
We can start the massaging and exercises from immediately after the surgery. If the patient is having any mastectomy or radiation, there is a chance of getting lymphedema is more high. So after the surgery, from that period onwards, we have to tell them to practice massaging and exercise. It will be the prevention of lymphedema.
So I have seen that in that extensive lymphedema, the leaking from the dermis. No? What can we do for that?
Leaking means lymphoria.
Yeah.
Okay, if the patient is having lymphoria means we can do the pressure bandaging to that site with the clean dressing. We have to practice the normal saline dressing to the affected site, and we have to do the pressure bandaging. Don't stop the bandaging. We can do the massaging and bandaging after giving the pressure bandaging to the affected site.
I can't hear.
Any more questions?
Sorry, I didn't hear anything. Actually, I think some problem.
Sister Jessie?
The answer I couldn't hear actually.
Okay, we'll repeat the answer.
Actually, we can do the massaging and bandaging for the lymphoria hand. If the simple wound is there, that is simple core is there, we have to do the pressure bandaging with clean dressing with the normal saline to the affected area. Then we have to do the regular bandaging with crepe bandage. Don't stop the bandaging.
Sister Jessie, is it clear? Sister Jessie?
Yes, yes. It's,
Okay, thank you. Any
No,
more
it-
questions?
if it's a whole body, no, because I have seen a patient. I think it's the last stage of the whole body leaking after this fluid.
If
no?
the patient is on EOL stage,
Yeah.
if patient in here, if the patient is on EOL stage, we can't do anything for that patient. Not helping her means we can't do anything. Don't disturb her.
Okay. Wasn't whole body, no, I mean that swelling, edema, and everything. And I've seen for first time, so I didn't know.
Okay,
what to do.
okay. If the patient is EOL means don't do any active management because anything will be helping her now.
Okay.
So if we doing anything means it will be harm her.
Okay. Okay. I mean, like that, we have to leave it as it is.
Yeah. You can perform the dressing for that this lymphoria side. You
I mean,
can
it's a
do.
whole body, I mean, start from the, I mean, all
Whole
lymph,
body means not a lymph. That is lymphedema.
yeah, lymphedema, I think it's not
Okay.
that. It's
Okay.
very hard and no whole body and leaking. That's like sweat, not the sweat. Actually,
Like
the lymph
blisters,
fluid,
na?
lymph fluid is flowing inside. I mean,
Like blisters formation is there.
no blisters.
Only the leakage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can give the better UL care.
uh, I mean, the patient is not no more there. I just saw that way. I just asked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If the once we have to identify the patient is in EOL, we have to do the don't do any active management for that patient.
Okay. I mean, can you just clear me that I was in a funeral and just joined very late actually.
Okay.
A lot of stuff. Actually.
Okay. Ma'am.
Yeah, you will be giving the notes also, no? So I can read from there. if you
Okay,
have.
we will share the learning material, including video, that
Yeah.
video links and some PDF format presentation.
Yeah,
So we will share with you.
so that because the time limit is there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sister Jessie. Any more questions from anyone? Any questions? Any suggestions? Okay, thanks for video.
Thank you.
I think no more questions. We can go for case presentation. And today we have case presentation on the same topic by Mr. Hari Shankar. Hari, are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay. Hari, can you see the screen?
yeah, just
Okay, okay. I think there is no more introduction for Hari Shankar. He's already presented 2 times. Okay, Hari, you can start.
yeah. Thank you so much, PAL India team members and my colleagues. Very good evening. Today we will discuss a small topic. Yes, it is a one case presentation. So my patient details is age group 55, age is 55 years, gender male, female. Diagnosis is breast cancer. It is invasive ductal cell carcinoma with lobular growth pattern in the right breast. So the presenting complaints, it is related to pain over the lower back, swelling the right breast, headache, and a sudden onset of swelling in her right arm and hand, tightness, feeling of bursting, and shoulder strain. These are all the presenting complaints. Then their history of illness, a 55-year-old lady was diagnosed to have carcinoma of right breast. As per the clinical oncopathological features, it is suggested as PT2NO. It means as per TNM classification. So it is on the year of July 2019, and underwent a right modified mastectomy, and she was on hormonal therapy, initially tamoxifen and letrozole since Jan 2020. She was evaluated for pain over the lower back and found to skeletal metastasis. She came to Swicare for further management. No complaints of pain over the lower back affecting. There is no affecting their activities. As per examination, temperature 36.8 degrees centigrade, pulse 110 beats per minute, respiration 28 breaths per minute, and blood pressure is 170, and saturation is 95 on room 8, and ECOG score is 1, and pain score also 6/10 as per numerical rating scale. Then the treatment and significant investigations. The serum creatinine value is 0.8 mg per deciliter, and the random blood sugar level also 89 mg per deciliter, and a hemoglobin also 10.0, and bilirubin total is 0.75, and SgO2 27, and SGPT is 39. So mainly we assess the psychological aspects. She wants to know what is happening to him suddenly. She was aware of his condition along with his family. She feels very depressed and anxious about his disease condition. So problem in obtaining well-fitting clothes or shoes. How will she cope? She is always thinking about their family related to disease-related condition and the psychological distress related to the body image. These are all the psychosocial aspects. Then medications. So for pain is your tablet paracetamol 500 mg. For constipation, Dalcolex actually 5 mg, 2 tablets at hours of sleep with 30 ml of ceftriaxone, and tablet front of pantoprazole 40 mg before breakfast, it means early in the early mornings, and tablet Decamax, it is nothing but dexamethasone 4 mg once daily, and injection furosemide, it is like sorry, it is nothing but Lasix 20 mg on alternate days. These are all the medications. So in my patient, the main concern is treatment related and prognosis of disease and lack of psychological support and family concerns. So summary, a 55-year-old lady was diagnosed to have carcinoma of right breast, underwent right modified mastectomy. She was evaluated for pain over the lower back and found to have skeletal metastasis. The patient reports a sudden onset of swelling in her right arm, and she was diagnosed with lymphedema at that time. So as per the discussion points, so questions to be discussed today, class based on the patient story. So the first one is he should have been made aware of his current condition and prognosis, and any need to counsel patient and family regarding his condition. Is there any remedies like non-pharmacological, and how to manage complications in home-based situation? And at time of discharge, what suggestions or health education given to patient and their family members also? Thanking you. We will discuss one by one. So he should have been made aware of his current condition and prognosis. Is there any importance?
Hari,
Yeah, sister. Very good evening, sister.
good evening. Hari, the first question, she should have, sorry, she should have been made
Oh,
aware of
sorry.
his current condition and prognosis. What do you mean? Can you please explain that?
Yeah. So actually, they know diagnosis as breast cancer and mastectomy also done. So everything will be completed, and suddenly lymphedema will be developed.
Okay.
In that situation, already they face so many consequences during the treatment, like chemotherapy, radiation therapy, everything. And againly, they're thinking like that. So already we face so many complications. So what it happens suddenly? So we face that complications that is very difficult. But compared to that complications, it is more difficult. So that time, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we have to, if the patient is coming to our side, after the mastectomy or radiation, with especially the CA breast cases,
Yes.
yeah, we have to educate them or counsel them. There is a chance of getting lymphedema in future.
Okay.
The patient as well as the caregiver. Now you are comfortable means in future life there is something will be happens for the area, because it is not a disease reminder. It is cause of this mastectomy or radiation.
Okay.
So we have to educate them. Actually, after the surgery, they have to remove the surrounding lymph nodes, because if the surrounding lymph nodes are present there, means it may cause reoccurrence. So that's why surrounding lymph nodes are also removed in the surgery. So there is a chance of getting lymphedema.
Okay.
That's why we have to talk with the patient and family.
Okay. And when the time of discharge, our hospital sisters also should explain each and everything to the patient and their attendants also.
Okay, good.
But at every time, what information it is, some general information, they are also explained to the family members. But in my locality, it is a very hot situation. Like it means like now it is summer, na? So it is very hot to near to here temperature is 42 degrees centigrade.
Okay.
So that time they tell when the lymphedema part is exposed to sunlight, it is very difficult for me like that. So that time we will given some advices also to the patients and their family members. So what it means, protected from sunlight, like wearing full clothes
Yes.
uh, and apply some emollients and what it means another one when using umbrella like that,
Okay.
and avoid some insect bites.
Yeah.
So each and everything we explain it. So
Okay.
but againly they are all asking about yeah, when it is any problem, any affected or any other thing, they are completely againly they ask more questions. Why? Because it is looking for looking purpose, sorry, looking appearance, it is some abnormal. So that's why they worry. So something is happen, sister, something is happen, sir. So what can we do? Is there any special hospital for this type of clinics? They're asking. So that time in our city there is no any other lymphedema clinics. Maybe we refer to same Civelur or any other Chennai or any other hospital. But the patients recurrently ask more questions related to this. Why? Because their attendants and their patients also didn't see such a conditions like lymphedema. So that's why, is there any special protocol for to counsel the patient and their family members? Previously, we use for the spike strategy to explain each and everything to patient and their family members for the for the time of breaking bad news or any other situations. But is there any special strategy to follow, especially in lymphedema?
I think in this patient, we have to manage the pain first. If this patient is suffer with pain.
Yeah,
Yes,
pain
ma'am.
also there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, we should manage the pain. Along with the pain, the patient also having the skeletal medicine.
Yes.
So we have to start with bandaging and massaging. There is a chance of getting fracture.
Okay.
If the patient is having skeletal means any metastasis to the shoulder or in hand, means there is a chance of getting fracture.
Oh.
So detailed history should be carried out by, from the patient and by the history.
Okay. Then next one, is there any need to counsel the patient and family members regarding in his present condition?
Any suggestions from anybody? Uh, Counseling is needed. Loose cotton clothes for that patient. Family counseling may help for recurrent question. Okay. So each and every reviews we have to uh, ask them. What do you feel?
Okay.
And
Some
okay.
sometimes their pain is not related to their disease condition.
Okay.
Sometimes their pain also caused by their shoulder restraints and some inflammation
Uh,
like that.
Hari, it may be due to the psychological pain also.
Okay.
Okay, because you think that the 55-year-old lady, they can with a huge edema will be there, pain related to disease condition will be there. After that, the family issue something is there or not, we don't know.
Okay.
And she can't face the others like a normal person because of this edema, and don't
Yeah.
participate in family functions or any social functions also. Some kind of issues will be there that is cause the pain.
Okay.
And also patient is a skeletal medicine.
Yeah. Yes.
So multiple factors are there. So family counseling along with patient counseling is very important for this patient.
Yeah.
So we have,
For skeletal metastasis, we start gelatronic acid already, and
okay,
along with the calcium supplements.
okay,
But againly he complained repeatedly pain, and we start also paracetamol. Recently we start tramadol, sorry, ultraset also.
okay.
Some pain also maybe reduced. She didn't
I
complain.
think we can give the anti-inflammatory drugs. Anything given or not?
Anti-inflammatory drugs.
Ibuprofen, ibuprofen.
Okay, okay.
Because it may be help for skeletal pain, skeletal medicine. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I,
with the physician's advice, you can give for this patient. If the physician is okay, means we can give the brufen for the skeletal pain, the skeletal
okay.
medicine pain.
Actually, they visited in some outside hospital also. At
Okay,
that time, the physician should advise clarithromycin 500 mg for BD.
clarithromycin.
500 mg for
Okay,
BD. It is related as a antibacterial drug.
okay. Any infection? What
No, no,
infection?
no. There is no any evidence of related to infection, but they're focusing about any other crusted dermatitis like that.
Oh, oh, okay, okay.
Right now she is okay, but as my point of view, my patient, we always explain so many times for each visit. The counseling is given our medical social workers, but againly they have to lot of questions. Every session they come and they ask different questions. But
Okay.
of course, we feel very happy. Why? Because they are also getting some awareness. But in lymphedema, it is a very uh, difficult topic. I mean, simply I explain. Don't worry, I am there. We look after each and everything. It is very simple task. Na? But againly they tell, no sir, it is very burden for me. Why? Because in my family members, my children and some of my relatives also, they didn't
Uh,
come to my family like that, like that.
they are suffering now.
Yeah.
Actually, what are the management do you carried out there for lymphedema management?
Uh,
Any massaging or bandaging? Do
yeah,
you practicing there?
yeah. We were practicing. First, we were practicing massages and
Yeah,
like that. Not massages. Sorry, sorry, massages. Compression.
Okay.
It is compressions. Then after onwards, exercises. We practice in these both two things.
Hari huge edema na?
Not huge edema. It is mild edema, mild to moderate, I think.
Mild to moderate. Hari, this is easy to manage. Mild to
Okay.
moderate. Because we can start with simple massaging technique for her.
Okay.
This patient is alive.
Yeah, the alive.
Okay, we can start with simple massaging. First 3 days you have to do the massaging
Okay.
with the moisturizing cream. Don't use bare hand. Use moisturizing cream or oil. You can
Okay.
use both. So you have to perform the massaging. Then after 3 days, you remember that give pain medicine before doing massaging. 1 hour before doing massaging. If the
Yeah.
patient is in OP basis means you tell them to take the medicine from home itself before
Yeah.
coming to OP.
Why? Because to avoid the pain.
Yeah.
During,
Otherwise, we have to do the massaging means it will increase the pain.
Yes.
So she have then and there remove the bandage, or she will say to you that like that. I don't
Okay.
want to do the massaging. It will increases my pain.
Okay.
So simple massage is enough first time. So and tell them to take a relevant caregiver while
Okay.
doing massaging. Once today you have to do the massaging means, and second day while coming OP, you have to tell the caregiver to do with the presence of you.
Okay.
Okay. So before that you have to counsel and you have to speak with the caregiver.
Hmm.
And first time I have to do the massaging. After that, you only perform the bandaging and massaging from your home itself. So first day I do the massaging means you have to perform tomorrow itself in front of me. I will clear out. Like that, you have to tell the patient and caregiver.
Okay.
After 3 days, you can do the bandaging.
Actually, here we start some massage or any other thing. The patient didn't agree sometimes. Why? Because sir, already it is a very pain for me. Again, they have to massage. It is getting more pain.
So
So
that's why I already told you, you
yeah,
have to manage
start
the
with
pain first. If the pain is there means you can give the medicine adjustment for pain, and along with that you can do the massage. First
yeah,
2
yes.
days pain means from third day onwards she can manage, and she will reduce the pain.
Okay.
So don't bother with the pain, and you can do the massaging. Once
Okay.
you start the massaging means don't stop the massaging and bandaging.
Oh. And then, is there any remedies for like non-pharmacological management system?
Non-pharmacological management, the massaging, bandaging, that's all.
Okay.
Exercise. If the patient is not willing for doing the bandaging means you can suggest the sleeves now.
Okay.
The compression sleeves is there. They can put the sleeves in the affected limb.
Okay.
This is very easy than bandaging.
Okay.
And along with that, we have to do the exercise also.
Sister, is there any special aids for doing exercises?
Special aids for lymphedema, no. The physio ball is the main aid.
Okay.
Other than that, nothing is there. So we can use. They can use anything without causing any harm. They can use any physiotherapy centers. They can go and speak with physiotherapists, do some exercise and all. They will teach them.
Okay.
there is no need for aids because the patient is now skeletal meds now. If a heavy weight and all they will taking means it will cause the pathological fracture. So tell them to avoid heavy weight bearing and all.
Okay. And another one is, sister, how to manage? Is there any complications in their home based?
Complications is lymphoria. Mainly, they tell them to don't use the weightlifting, heat
Okay.
exposure, avoid heat exposure. Use the loosen clothes.
Uh,
They can do the kitchen works, but the injury won't happen by doing the kitchen work. It will causes the lymphoria.
okay.
And also tell them to identify the complication like cellulitis.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the patient is reporting, if the patient is seeing cellulitis means then and there report to us.
Okay.
And also to avoid the insects bite also.
Oh, yeah, already. Next, sister. And any anticipatory plans for these patients, especially? For example, in CA lung patients, excessive sputum or excessive the blood will come. That time we have to prepare one bleeding kit. Na? So same as like as is there any anticipatory plan for especially lymphedema patients?
Lymphedema patients may get the blisters.
Okay.
Like a burn injury, like blisters will be happens in the affected limbs. So they
Okay.
have to monitor like this appearance. They will be contact us immediately because once the blister comes in a single point, if we are neglect that, it will be transmit to the whole hand. It will cause the lymphoria and it will become huge wound.
Okay.
So they have to tell them to any blisters or any scratches happens in the hand means you have to report us.
Okay.
Once it will be happens means you have to give the dressing to that area. Protect the blister side to rupture from the rupture. So you have to do the proper dressing. Clean dressing is enough for the blisters.
Okay. And final one is, sister, at the time of discharge, what suggestions or health education given to patient and their family? So already we given some suggestions to patient and their family members like apply moisturizers, avoiding cooking or any other gardening, or
Don't do
avoid.
Don't tell the lady to don't do the kitchen works or don't do cooking now. You
Yeah.
have to tell them to clearly that you don't affect the heat directly to the affected
Okay.
area. Don't prick the skin. Don't use the lifting with that affected hand. Like that you can don't tell them to don't do anything to be do in the house like that.
Okay.
So they will be the psychological issue will be rising from them.
Yeah. We explained all about things also, sister, and some other things also we explained at the time of discharge, like avoid electrical zone to work and avoid any cuts or any didn't use any electrical lasers like that. Don't use nail polish or any other didn't cut what it means nail cutter, didn't use nail cutter with at the end of edge of your fingers. These are all things we explained.
Yeah.
And any other special suggestions is
Tell the patient and family to take a detailed history of the mastectomy or lymphedema history during any other hospital visits, because if the patient is having lymphedema, we know that but if the patient is going to other than any other hospital, they don't know now there is a lymphedema is there, they will prick in the vein if needed.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it will be cause the infection, or otherwise there will be the cause, there is a leakage of fluid will be there, and otherwise they will be take the BP from affected hand. Something will be happens, so they have to carry their detailed history, or otherwise they have to tell them to don't take a injection of BP
Okay.
from this hand. So like that we have to tell them. And if the patient is having severe pain, then you don't do the massaging and bandaging. Then you can do the exercise with physio ball they can do, and passively or actively they can use do the exercise. Wall climbing exercise now, the cat walking like that.
Yeah. Wall climbing.
It can do. She can perform.
Okay. Okay, sister. Thank you so much for your valuable suggestions.
Okay, thank you for a wonderful, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Hari, for a wonderful presentation. If you anyone having any question or suggestion, any suggestion, questions from anybody?
So, yeah, I just want to ask if for the mild to moderate, we start with the massaging, right? For the first 3 days.
Yeah.
Only once we do, or
Yeah, actually, my lymphedema massaging is start with the stimulation. I already told
Yeah,
that we have to do the stimulation. First, diaphragmatic stimulation is there, and behind the earlobe is there, and
Yeah.
tonsillar area will be there, and supraclavicular area, then unaffected axilla, affected axilla. In case of lower limb, we have to do, along with this, we have to do the inguinal region also.
Okay. Yeah.
After that, if the patient is coming in our side in first time, means we don't know now patient is having pain while doing massaging and bandaging and all. So we have to practice, or we have to do the massaging first, stimulation and massaging first for 3 days. If the patient is tolerating, means we have to do the bandaging from the 4 days.
Okay. So that bandage will remain throughout the day, or how it
Yeah,
is?
according to the patient comfort, we can manage that. If the some of the patient, we have to do the bandaging in first time. Some of the patient will remove then and there now, because
Okay.
of discomfort and heat now. The
Okay.
pre-bandage is very hot, so it will cause some irritation to the skin. So that we have to avoid this. That's why we have to gauze or cotton carding application before doing pre-bandage. If we are applying this cotton padding also, they feels the pain and heaviness. So they have to remove then and there.
Okay.
Then again we have to do next day like
Okay.
this only.
Okay.
Then they will adjust that.
Okay. So once they do, mean they can remove, and then they can do
Tell them to you can remove at bedtime if needed. If you are tolerating, means you can remain
continue.
it.
Okay. Yeah. So we can't give the dependent position like we say, no. I mean, if lymph, I mean the lower limbs edema, we keep them little elevated like that. Can't we advise them for that?
Ma'am, actually, we are not using the foot and elevation for the lymphedema patient, because it is not much helping. Some kinds of
For the
fluid,
lower limb, suppose.
yeah, sometimes it will be happen. I already tell that the lymphedema is maybe
Hello.
because of lymphatic drainage will be uh, decreased there, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of any.
I mean the lymph. lymph nodes are removed sometime, no, because of
Yeah,
surgery and all, no?
exactly. Lymph nodes are removed, and also there is nobody to carry out the fluid there. So that's why we have to do the massaging there. It will help to pulling the fluid upward. Our massaging and bandaging and exercise is help to pull the fluid upward there. There is no direct pulling movement because of there is no lymph node.
Yeah, I
In
know. Yeah,
movement
okay.
elevation,
Yeah, I got.
okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
if
yes.
you
Thank
give an
you.
elevation also, there is no pulling
Yeah,
effect.
there is
No.
yeah, I got. Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
why
Yeah.
I am telling that there is so not much help in the elevation.
Yeah, fine. I got it. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions? Otherwise, we can wind up the session. We already exceeded 5 more minutes. And I think already some more suggestions are shared by Sister Parvati, Sister Purnamaya, Sister Deekshita. I think we already discussed these things. Okay, anyway, we are going to wind up the session. Okay, Sister Sridevi, for a wonderful session. And also, thank you all. Thank you, Harishankar. So I'm going to share the chat. Please do it now. It's a request. See you next week. The next week is our last session on end of life care. The session will be taken by Rajagopal sir. See you next week. Thank you.
So what about that assignment which you have given? I mean, assignment 1 we already submitted, no?
Yes, sister.